What is up, my friends, and welcome to the Zerg part of the new patch videos. We're playing together with a Protoss against a Protoss and Terran. I thought it'd be really fun to test these changes in a random 2v2 format, especially because of the microbial shroud change. I've been very excited to test that out in team games. Now, first of all, the Zerg players have seemed quite happy with this patch. I think, in particular... Okay, I wanted to type hello to both the enemies and my teammates. I don't know why. First of all, in ZVP, most importantly, Zerg seems to have regained a decent amount of strength. Before, PvZ seemed incredibly difficult. Now, with both the Zerg and the Protoss changes, Storm being not as strong, Banelings getting a bit more strength back, Zerg seems to be doing quite well there, and that is really nice to see. Also, the Broodlord bug fix made the Broodlord a lot stronger, which... I mean, I'm always scared of Broodlords because I played since the start of StarCraft 2, and if you guys were there, you might remember an absolutely horrible era where Broodlord Infestor was imbalanced, and that was incredibly unpleasant to play against or watch, but, I mean, it's still an important unit, so that is good. What I'm personally most interested in is the Spire buff, because then I'm going to be able to play Mass Mutalisk, which is a personal favorite of mine, and the Microbial Shroud buff. So, Microbial Shroud... It was not just buffed, it was also just changed. So before, what it was a spell from the Infestors. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you don't even know what that spell is, because it was so infrequently seen. It's a Nexus First, by the way. But basically what it did is it was a spell you could use against carriers. So if you had Hydras, you could put the Shroud on top of ground units, and they would take reduced damage from air units specifically. Now it's changed to reduce damage from all ranged units. So even against Marine Stalkers, Roaches, it's going to be extremely effective. And it's going to tie in pretty well with the style I like to play in 2v2, which is to go for Masslings with upgrades and then into Ultralisks. So melee units aren't bothered by the Shroud. Enemy units... Let's say it's Roach against Roach. If you put a Microbial Shroud on your own units, enemy units can still step into it and make use of the Shroud as well. Melee units, they don't deal ranged damage, so they are not impacted by it at all. So Ultralisk Microbial Shroud is a very exciting composition. Now, I think I also want to play Proxy Spire in this episode, because I know you guys have been asking for that, and that completely sounds like my vibe, so that's probably something we're going to try as well. But now, first of all, let's decide what we're going to do for the first game. I think we're gonna go for the Zergling style. And I mostly say that because looking at this map... Oh, there's a proxy pylon by my teammate here. It doesn't really look like a good mutalisk map. Like, it's kind of hard to take bases in the corners. Like, there's a watchtower over here. It seems easy to attack straight up. So maybe it's not going to be... I didn't even think about a Reaper, by the way. I haven't even made a single pair of Zerglings or anything. So I think it's not going to be as good for mutas. It's probably going to be a lot better for Zerglings. I would also like to do some Zergling drops. I dream pretty wild, by the way. You guys probably would have imagined that, but I dream pretty wild when I think of StarCraft 2 strategies. So what I've imagined is doing like Ling drops in every single base and having like one Infestor with them to put like the Microbial Shroud on top of your Lings and stuff like that. It sounds incredibly cool in theory. I have no idea whether we're going to be able to make it happen, but I guess we shall see. The standard build that I was doing for this is actually pretty fast lair. Now I'm gonna have to make one deviation here because this build is extremely comfortable to playing 2v2 if you do it normally. You only need one gas. One gas, you can make link speed, +1 attack, lair, infestation pit, and only then you need the second gas. So you can get the hive and the accompanying upgrades, right? But in this case, I also want to make Microbial Shroud. First of all, you have to upgrade it, and Infestors, right? So, yeah, I guess we're gonna have to see. I should have made Spore Crawlers, by the way. I'm being a little bit extra greedy here. Guess I'll make those now. Let's see. Do I need to start making links yet? I mean, I did go Nexus first. I have no idea what the Terran is up to besides making that initial Reaper. I mean, I guess we'll see. I imagined that... Yeah, exactly. I thought the DT Shrine was going to be here somewhere. I just felt like it was going to be DTs, but we haven't seen anything yet. Now, my teammate is planning to attack, so I should probably at least make a couple units. I'm gonna make a second gas here. You know what? Okay, one more wave of drones because I'm a little crazy. Why not? Now, I don't think I can afford the infestation pit yet. Can I? No, actually, we'll get Overlord speed first, because I think drops are always awesome. Let's do that. I don't have that many Overlords yet, actually, so I can't even send Overlord to the other side here. I'll send this one over here. This one gonna go over there as well. And then I think I should have 4 or 5. It's going to be pretty comfortable. And now we just make a lot of links to make sure that well, I'm gonna be safe, right? Because my teammate is making DTs. Those DTs could win the game instantly. They could also die instantly, and then we're gonna be behind. I have no idea which one's gonna be. I mean, we'll find out very shortly. For now, they're chilling on... Is he making blink? Or was he... No, okay, he was just chilling. Yeah, exactly. There's a turret there. And all of it... That's so funny how it works. All of a sudden, we find ourselves pretty strongly behind. I did feel like my build was pretty nice, though, right? Did he recall those? Huh. It seemed a bit unnecessary. I mean, it didn't seem like they were in danger or anything. Gonna get an extra hatchery here. Do I need a third gas as well? It kind of feels like I do, right? Yeah, I'm gonna make a third gas too. Make an extra 4 drones so I can saturate that. I mean, this is gonna be a pretty nice attack for me. Let's just make sure to kill all of those probes if I can. Hold position the links. That's how you do it, by the way. If you guys want the explanation for why you hold position them, is because if you A-move them, they are going to attack the Stalkers and Marines when they get in range. They don't keep attacking the probes. So that's the way you do it. Now we're going to go for a big drop into the base. Then I'm going to upgrade Microbial Shroud. There we go. 150, 150 it is, by the way. Didn't know how much that was before. We're going to try to remember that. And then the madness is going to begin. I feel like typing in caps lock is very appropriate for the situation here, so I'm not going to change it like I do sometimes. Yeah, let's see. Do I have enough links for this? I don't think I want to wait for the rest. Yeah, we're just going to go into the main base. I could get the hive too. I think we're just going to go for the hive already. It just makes sense. Let's see. Can I... Okay, they are expand. It's a lot of Marines. Yeah, I think I'm really going to need those infestors. I will need at least 1 infestor so I can do like 1 shroud, basically. You guys can go over here. And then the next wave of links can start depowering those pylons. I think that is a good idea. Here you go. Okay, this drop is extremely successful already. Love to see it. Make some extra queens over here. Can I depower I think I can actually depower everything in his base. He's not going to have anything left. Look at this. He can't build anything in his main base. I hope he has blink for his sake. It doesn't seem like he has blink. Yeah, this is nice. Nothing to complain about here. Let's get another infestor as well. I don't know why they're not sending their units back. I guess they're afraid for my teammate attacking on the front. Oh, they have pretty massively misjudged this one. Took a lot more damage than they should have. Making infestor number 3 already, by the way. Let's spread those links around a little bit. This is just to be annoying. Like, they're going to have to clean it up. If they don't clean it up, what's going to happen is that I'm going to click 1 link to attack their stuff at some point, and that's going to be very, very annoying. Now, what I am extremely curious about here, guys, is whether I can fight against bio. I mean, my instinct says I probably still shouldn't be able to, right? With only links. Unless I also have a fungal. That would change everything, of course. But I'm extremely curious if I can fight against bio with the shroud. I mean, it's half damage reduced. So I guess if the Marines, he probably has... let's say +1 attack. Marines do 7 damage reduced. They're going to do 3.5. That is pretty freaking significant, right? Okay, maybe I can bait him. Let's go. Or maybe I can get my teammate in. I'll bait the enemy to go back into the main. Okay, these drops are starting to hurt him real bad. Let's get the adrenal glands before I forget it. Just devouring some pylons. Okay. Let's see. The microbial shroud hotkey is C. I need to keep that in mind, of course. I think the bio army is probably going to be to the left. That is what I would expect here. Okay, so I'm gonna... Okay, well, he's running away for now. Okay, we're gonna do a fungal, and then we're gonna do a shroud. Let's see, I'll do it on top of the tanks, and then we'll drop another fungal. Oh, I did kind of want my links to get in range there. Yeah, couldn't really test it out that well. My opponent was doing a really good job of kiting back there. Actually, I'm going to stay around just because my teammate is here too. I kind of wanted to fall back just for the sake of the experiment, you know? But I do have to accompany my teammate, of course. Let's see, I'm going to help him with the Stalkers because Stalkers are not that good against Links. Okay, I mean, I'm happy with the Infestor usage. I haven't been able to really test out the Shroud yet in those engagements. I can definitely tell, no matter what... okay, my teammate probably should have backed off here. I mean, we're still going to end out ahead from this, but... against Bio, it's going to be super hard to engage depending on their level of micro. Like, my opponent here, he just microed back, and then I couldn't really get the Shrouds off in a good location, right? So that is... I guess maybe it's going to be better to try and break siege tank lines instead of fighting directly against Bio. Obviously, the best case scenario is still going to be the Ultralisk, right? But against the Marines... Okay, if we get a surround, that's a different story, because what you can do is you can just put Shroud on top of the Marines, right? Because my Marines are not, or my Zerglings are not going to be bothered by it. Adrenal glands, actually just finished as I looked at it. Okay, so this is going to be a surround, but I don't have an Infestor with energy on the bottom side. Okay, maybe you can actually... Let's see. Is there a chance? I would love to. Okay, let's go. Yeah, look, and now we shroud. Okay, those links are just not gonna die. I also had more links than he had by. Yeah, those links, they really didn't look like they took a lot of damage there. I want to know what his upgrades are. Can I see it? Does he have a unit? I just want to see a marine. Let me click on a marine, please. Oh, there are actually marines there, but I didn't see them. That is my bad. Do I have another shroud? I do have one more shroud. He is killing the Nexus with DTs. Oh, I didn't even see that there was an observer there. I saw it in the end there. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go for another bait. The surrounds are definitely the play. Either you go for Ultralisk or you go for the bait with the surround. That is the play. Okay, let's see. He's going to come in now. And then we're going to go for the surround from downtown. We put a couple shroud. I mean, the links actually do not take damage. Okay, his Marines have 1-1 against 2-1. So the armor upgrades are normal. Okay. Once again, we weren't able to test it here thoroughly, but you could see the potential here. I think with Ultras, it's 100% going to look 10 times better than with Links, but already, it really looked quite nice to me. Now, in this fight, for example, we really had way better upgrades. I'm just going to go back and watch this fight to see if you can see the Links take damage. I mean, it really doesn't look like it's taking a lot of damage, but once again, it's pretty hard to tell because obviously we did have an overwhelming unit count over here. Teammate was going for Tempest behind it as well, which is not what I was expecting, but I guess Ling Infestor Tempest sounds pretty good. First game, nice warm-up game. The experiment, I wouldn't say succeeded 100%. It looks very promising, but I might want to adapt this style to, instead of using the Shroud with the Lings, we still go for the Ultras and then use the Shroud with Ultras. So we get the 5 gas up. I wasn't even mining from these yet. Get 5 gas up, maybe 6 or 7, make Ultras, and then 3 Infestors with Shroud with the Ultras. I think you're going to be able to break pretty much anything. So that is very promising. We might get it done again later. Let's go for game number 2. Game number 2 is with another Zerg player against Protoss and Terran again. Now, this scares me a little bit, to be honest, because this game I really wanted to switch it up and go for the mutalisk play, but going mutalisk against Terran Protoss is pretty difficult, mostly for the reason that Terran Protoss combos very often end up playing Skytos after playing Phoenixes. Now, I don't want to say there's no harder counter to the Mutalisk than the Phoenix, because sometimes you can actually beat Phoenixes with Mutas, but if they open with Phoenixes and then you go Mutas into it, that's... I mean, I know I can make some stuff work, okay? But that might be beyond my pay grade, to be honest, but I guess we'll see. I don't really want to go for the Proxy Spire, though. Maybe we'll just YOLO it. And you know what? I'll just... Whatever my hands decide to do, that's what we're going to do. It's either going to be Mutalisk or the Ultralisk stuff that I was talking about last game. It's just... You guys know me. Sometimes it's a spur of the moment kind of thing, right? Also, I guess it kind of depends on what my teammate wants to do. So far, he's opening very cheesy, it looks like. That makes me want to play the Mutalisk stuff, because it's gonna form like a little bit stronger of a follow-up. Like, let's say he does a bit of damage. He shouldn't be able to win the game by himself, right? I mean, if he can kill 2 players with this, what looks to be a Link Flood, I'd be very impressed. And maybe a bit unimpressed with the opponents, because Terran Protoss against 1 guy Link Flooding, I think you should be able to defend that. I mean, if the Terran makes Hellions or the Protoss player makes an Oracle, you're pretty set already, I would say. But I guess we'll see. So if I go for the Mutas, what I'm gonna do is I make the lair instead of Link Speed. So it's a very fast lair. In fact, I would not even make a queen in the main base, I think. Yeah, I think it's a queen skip for that build. Can I still proxy my Spire if I do that? Kind of depends on whether I get an Overlord or not. The way you proxy a Spire, by the way, for the people that don't know, is you use an Overlord to put creep down here somewhere, and then you build a Spire there. That's how it goes. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to try it. I'm going to make 1 pair of links from this hatchery. And then I'm going to go lair right away. That probe is going to scout my base, which is slightly annoying. I need to make the Overlord from this hatchery then as well. So I can send that over there. I think it's going to be barely in time. Yeah, the problem is that it's probably going to get scouted what I'm doing. Okay, so there's a hatch over here that looked to be a reactor first. That probe did not arrive at our base. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see if I can micro a bit. He's going to be able to get a scout off, I think. Well, actually, I do have enough creep here, so that's okay. Okay, I'm going to send a drone over there. I'm really not sure if it's going to make it in time, to be honest. I mean, I guess we'll see. This is really nice. This could actually be a sneakily good build order matchup. Or like build order combination as a team, I should say, right? Because he's distracting them. pretty viciously. They might not go for the Phoenixes because of that. And then I'm gonna make a proxy spire over here. And it could hit extremely fast. I guess I need to make sure. Oh, that's even better. Oh, they're... Okay. They think... Yeah, I think my teammate is actually... He's kind of winning by himself. He shouldn't. Because that guy can just make an oracle. Please stop moving. But he's forcing out a cannon because they think we're both... Okay, that is so brutal. I think they just assume that we're both attacking. He hasn't started an oracle. I think he probably doesn't have money for it. Those lings do not beat the probes, by the way. It's more about the mining time that he's losing. Okay, I mean, this is incredibly chill. Oh yeah, the Spire buff. Let's, I guess, get into detail a little bit, right? The Spire... Oh, I'm gonna lose an Overlord. It's a mistake by me. Sizable mistake, actually, because I'm poor with this build. Is that it builds, I think, 5 seconds faster, and it's 50-50 cheaper. So it's not a massive buff, but it's definitely pretty sizable. Wait... Dude, okay, my teammate actually kind of won by himself. You guys realize? One of them made a cannon, okay? He went forged to make cannons. This guy canceled his base because he just assumed that I would join in. This is, okay, well, spectacular. I'm gonna ping them for him, just in case. I don't know if he's doing some kind of mythical tier spine-crawler rush that I haven't heard of yet, but I don't think that he is, so let's help him out a little bit there. Okay, I'll make one drone over here. Actually, I don't need a spore in that base because I have 2 queens already. Like, these mutas are fast, guys. 424, was it that I started my first mutas? That is ridiculously fast. I'm gonna go for the attack upgrade as well. I'm gonna lose another Overlord. This one is actually a bit more reasonable by me because I, you know, wanted to have it here to scout the natural. The other one I definitely shouldn't have lost. Now, let me make a bunch of drones to saturate this base. And, I mean, I think this is going to be very, very painful. Oh, who do I want to go for, guys? There's so many options. And with so many, I mean 2. Protoss is very juicy because he took damage and he was building an Oracle, not a Phoenix. So that is going to be... Oh, that's what I was... Literally, that's exactly what I was thinking about. I wasn't sure if he was going to have a cannon or not. Probably going to have a cannon in a natural too, if I had to guess. I'm just going to go for it. Let's see. Yeah, he does have a cannon there as well. Okay. Can I kill that cannon? Probably. A little bit of micro. Here we go. Just pull the weak one back. And since there's no unit supporting this, I'm just going to go for it. He's going to go for a Twilight Council too. That is actually perfect. Wow. What a combination. I mean, obviously we were a bit fortunate with... there's something coming across there. A bit fortunate with... Oh, there's actually a lot coming across. Okay, let me make a couple spines. With the way that our opponents responded to the attack that my teammate did, but still, I mean, it worked out perfectly. Here you can see why Phoenix are not always the best against mutas, by the way. You just have to micro them so freaking well. I think my teammate is dealing with that attack perfectly fine, too, at the same time, by the way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make use of the opportunity... This is not gonna do anything, because my teammate helped me with the links. Wow. Yo, I mean, I have literally nothing to complain about in this teammate, guys. This was just beautiful. He's defending me. He defended the front perfectly with his freaking queens, and then he defended the Hellions with the links, and wow. We are linking up right now. Gotta sign up with this guy for the next tournament. Holy. And I guess I'll just remake the drones again. Dude, okay. It is... For you guys, it might not be crazy, but to me, it feels so insane how many mutas you can build. Keep in mind, you can also feed resources in team games. We haven't done that. I took damage. It's 630 and I have 15 mutas with +1. Isn't that kind of crazy? And now 2-base muta is straight up just going to be better as well. I think this is going to be a big build for Zerg in 2v2, guys, legitimately. Like, I think maybe not the best because there are still a lot of straight up Phoenix openers. But, I mean, it just looks brutal. You do not want to chase that muta. Okay. Actually, I can kill this pylon over here. Let's see. If I block it, maybe he can't target it with his battery, or maybe he just doesn't notice. Here, the Cyclone's gonna die. Widow Mines are okay against mutas, but they can also be sniped pretty easily. Guess I'm just gonna go for both these pylons over here. He's not using the battery to charge it. I think he tried there, but it was a little bit too late. And yeah, there's a Widow Mine over there. Doesn't matter, though. I think I killed it already. Actually... Oh. I wanted to bait them over his workers. Instead, I just lost my 2 mutas. That's a little bit of a mistake by me. Yeah, I mean, this is just the momentum of the mutas, guys. I'm just going to keep on killing everything. That pylon is going to die again. Protoss player left the game. My teammate probably could have helped me as well at this time, but that was not needed at all. And wow, This was the most brutally one-sided game I've played in a while, and it was not necessarily what I expected after the openings, because my teammate, he basically cheesed alone. Very risky thing to do. You guys have seen it before in a couple videos here, where my teammate cheeses alone when my build is like command center first, so I can't even adapt to help them. Their cheese gets crushed, and then we're just too far behind. Here, this is what you want to happen when you play a half cheese like we did now, is you want your opponents to react too much. First of all, he did a lot of damage already, so it was worth it, but then they also reacted too much, right? Forged to make cannons and batteries. This guy canceled his CC because he was sure it was going to die. I don't think he killed it. It's possible that my teammate killed it with his lings, actually. I don't think he did, because there should have been Marines out already, but it is a chance. But anyway, that was beautiful. 2-base muta feels very, very strong. It's definitely going to be my new mainstay build with Zerg, or one of my new mainstay builds. I always want my variety. Let's go for game number 3. Okay, game number 3 is with a random player against 2 Zergs. Okay. How am I going to use the new patch against 2 Zergs? I guess the microbial... well... Actually, the Spire buff is pretty big in ZVZ, guys. I didn't even really consider this, because mirror matchups are usually, you know, the matchup where you can abuse stuff the least, because you both have the same stuff. But the Spire buff might actually be the scariest for ZVZ, because mutas have been problematic in ZVZ in the past. And the reason is not necessarily that they're too strong, but mutalisks have always kind of enhanced the necessity to take risks and to gamble in the matchup, right? So mutas could be stronger in this matchup now. I was really completely set on playing the microbial shroud, but now we got 2 Zergs. I might just play another mutalisk game. I guess we'll see. Hello. Now, it is going to be nice to have a Terran teammate against double Zerg, because if he makes Hellions, we're going to be safe against... Actually, I'll let him have that base, because I'm nice. If he makes Hellions, we're going to be safe against Lings. If he makes Banshees, we're pretty safe against Roaches. And then I can just macro behind it. Now, he hasn't greeted me back, so he might not be a team play kind of guy, but we'll see. He is going for a command center first, or his barracks is late. It's probably the command center first, if I had to guess, because his MMR is quite good, of course. Now, let's see. What is it going to be, guys? Mutalisk or the microbial shroud? So, microbial shroud would be absolutely amazing if they were to both go for roaches. But if they would go for Zergling Baneling, then going for microbial shroud is just a waste of money, quite literally. If they would go for mutas, it would also be a waste of money. But even if it's mutalisk, maybe I can use the infestors to fungal and then later get microbial shroud. That is a thing you can do. I guess Ultralisk with microbial shroud are never going to die to mutas either, right? Because mutas are also ranged, so... Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're going to have to see how this is going to go. A double Zerg sounds like a very wild combination, right? Like, you could go for the double Link Flood, like last game, but ×2. You could go for double 2-base muta. You could go for, like, a double max Roach all-in at, like, what is that, 7 minutes or so? A lot of options that they have. Yeah, we're gonna do the lair. Fork it, guys. We're gonna go for the lair. I could even proxy the Spire, but the thing is, if you play 2-base muta, it shows what you're doing from the details, right? Like, you see the lair timing, you see the gases. Zerg players with an Overlord here should be able to tell that this is 2-base muta, and it doesn't really matter if I proxy the Spire or not. It's gonna let me out, which is very nice. Hey, this one is very killable, by the way, Mr. Guy. I'm protecting you. Yeah, I'll stay around here so I can protect him against the incoming Zerglings, most likely. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. Okay. This is very annoying. Losing Overlords in other people's bases, guys. Who would do such a thing? What a blunder, right? It's crazy. So I couldn't be me, guys. Unimaginable, really. What a mistake. I thought there was another Overlord right here, but I guess maybe he went to the pillar. Is that what he did? Let me send an Overlord over there then. I also want to know if we're going to go up against any kind of attack from 2 bases, right? So I need to check if there's 3rd bases. Okay. I'm going to send 2 Lings over there, 1 to the 3rd base, and then 1 to check the natural. Queens are going to be able to kill my Zerglings eventually. Okay, so there's a good amount of Lings. They do have drones, though. Okay, let's see. We're actually going to be able to scout pretty much everything. No lair. Lair over here. Okay, I mean, my lair is definitely significantly faster. Yeah. Am I going to... Oh, he's moving out. Oh, that is scary as heck. I was about to say, can I trust my teammate? But look, this is kind of messed up. I haven't spread a creep tuber or put down a creep tuber, and he already can't look at the creep of he can't make anything over. He can't make adults or anything. Ooh, that is a little messed up. Oh, that's a good snipe. Oh yeah, no. That's the first overlord I've lost in forever, guys. Guys, I don't know why I'm so bad at that. I think that guy is also playing 2-base mutalisk, by the way. I hope he closes his D. I'm just gonna ping it for him because do we have a unit? Well, I have 2 queens. Besides that, I don't think we have a single unit, actually. His marine popped up on the outside, which is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, I think we're heading towards a muta against muta, which should be okay for me. I think I'm gonna go for attack just because I have my spire faster. I think you normally go for armor. Yeah, I got mutas on the way. I hope my teammate doesn't get too scared. Now, usually what you do is you go... Oh, they made way too many links. That is nice for me. Very, very nice. That has to be 2 Zergs making the links. I know they have the same color, but there's no way they would have that many links if it's just one guy making them. Teammate got a tank as well. So yeah, typically what you do is you kill the overlords first, so therefore to spend larva on that, and then they also lose the vision on the map. Dude, that depot being open is so terrifying. Like... I'm not picking him again. I'm leaving it up to him. Okay, why did I... Oh my goodness, this guy is crazy, man. Well, why did I do that? Why did I trust? Why did I... Well, no, trusting is good, but why did I full trust? I should have trusted my eyes instead. I mean, he's still gonna be fine, looks like, but that's... Oh, he's gonna lose a pretty significant amount of links there. Oh, that spore does finish in time. Barely gonna lose that muta. In the end, it's still pretty good, though, because I'm gonna be able to get that gas. Maybe if he miss micros, I can get the queen as well. Let's see. Okay, oh, the spores. I need to be so careful to not get hit even a little bit. Hey, could this be both players playing mutas as well? Maybe it could. I want to take a base if I'm allowed. That would be fantastic. I'm going to go for link speed behind this, actually. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I'm also trying to micro at the same time. I think it has to be mutas because they're buying time in a... Ooh, good target fire by him, admittedly. There we go. Okay, so now that's going to die. Let me keep this one over here. Yeah, okay, so there's the spire, as I expected. I'm going to make a lot of drones now. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare some spore crawlers, so I can move those to my 3rd in advance. Yeah, the thing is, if it's 2 times mutas, like, please, not again. Okay, I'm just going to pick it in advance this time. He's moving out with his marines. God, links are so good against what he has, guys. Yeah, those marines are all toast. That is, well, that tank is also toast. Oh, no. Don't tell me we're gonna lose because my teammate is a little bit too brave. Looks like he's barely gonna win out in total. Like in after the entire battle is over, like he's gonna have units remaining, but it's not looking super promising for him because with Terran you really want to snowball a little bit at least. That's kind of the thing. Dude, I have to ping it for him every single time. I'm sorry that I'm doing that, but it's just, you know. Oh, I lost something. I don't even know what I lost. Or did I kill a muta, maybe? I saw a muta corpse fly. Maybe it was just... maybe it was just mine, I guess. Or his muta finishing. Can I save that? Maybe, actually. With the drones? Yeah, the drones are a sick bait. Can I make a thingy? No, barely not. Oh, the drones were actually a sick bait. The spore got a block, too. Okay, so those are all gonna die. And now, most importantly, guys, we're gonna be able to saturate those gases. I'm gonna make a spore in this base, too. Gonna be able to kill that overlord. I mean, so far the mutas are just absolutely dominating, right? Like, I know I'm... Well... Okay, I don't want to say 1v2 because my teammate is doing a lot of stuff, but he's definitely struggling, and I feel like I'm doing a good job of fighting them on their side of the map by myself. Oh, that's a good amount of mutas I can kill. I know my drones are dying, but the mutas are more important here, actually. Because the muta count, if it gets reset, then I'm just going to be able to dominate the skies. Let's see, I think I could get another upgrade as well, right? Let's see, let's get that upgrade. Maybe I should get I'm gonna get +2 attack instead. Okay, there's a lot of mutas over here. I think it's a good time to start adding some spines. Those links all die. Is he okay? Oh, thank goodness I made that spore. Okay, that is going to die, that liberator. Could have been nice if we had that. Okay, I'm coming in there now. Don't worry, my friend, I'm here to the rescue. I also... Does he have an upgrade? He doesn't have an upgrade, yeah. Mutas are quite good against mutas, because they can't fly away. Look at that. Wow. Hey, we killed a lot there, guys. Holy moly. That was impressive. And now if I get these spine crawlers up, I'm going to be relatively safe against the links on the ground as well, which is very nice. I made that by accident, by the way. I was trying to inject, but I selected an Overlord, and then it became an Overseer. I think that's what happened. Okay, we're gonna go across with these. Keep in mind, +2 attack is also on the way. That's gonna make me even stronger. I mean, seriously, guys. If you go for a tight 2-base muta build, you get your stuff up online so fast and in such a big mass. Yeah, I mean, the fungal is great, but it's not gonna be able to kill 20 mutas, I'm afraid. There we go. The Banelings die as well. I think we're actually pretty close to being able to dive. Like, this base is just not gonna die because of the spores. He's making Corruptors now, which is not a bad choice per se. Oh, my teammate's helping me. Love to see it. There we go. Yeah, then the base definitely is not gonna die. Yeah, Corruptors are pretty decent against mutas, but the problem with them is that they're slow, and you kind of want to get up in count, right? Like, you don't just want to have... I'm going to be able to kill all of those Corruptors now, for example. If he chases them, especially that way, my base is not going to die. I'm staying around here. Yeah, the Corruptors are too slow, and he doesn't have enough of them, guys. Look at this. Wow, beautiful. Man, I'm loving this, okay? One of my favorite Zerg units got buffed, guys. Well, not the unit itself, but being able to get it online. This is a good era to be me. As Zerg, for sure. I don't know what... I mean, the last video was about Mass Ghost, which also makes it very nice to be me. Just a good time to be me, guys, in general. Can't complain at all. Okay, so he's gonna try to attack this. Maybe I can ping that for him, so he can help me out. I mean, really, these guys have no economy. The Spine Crawlers are... Actually, maybe I can... Is it savable? Perhaps. I think it might be, actually. Oh yeah, one thing that we have to keep in mind, by the way. If they get up to Vipers, then they can counter the mutas extremely hard all of a sudden. So that's something that we have to keep in mind. Oh, we're going to be able to kill all of these. Look at that. Am I crazy enough to go for the spores? Well, I'm definitely crazy enough, but I'm not going to do it because it's just a straight up bad decision. So let's not do that. Okay, I guess I can now... Thank you. I'm going to type it in caps lock so he knows I'm very grateful. Okay, those are also going to die. Do I have +2 attack yet? I do have +2 attack. They've had to make so many spore crawlers to stay alive. I'm kind of wondering if there's a base without spores. Actually, no. Even this has 3 spores. Holy. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna do a little bit of micro over here. Try to not go forward too much so we can kill that. It's a very annoying snipe for him. Let's have a dude, with +2 attack, these things are nuts! Like, right? Look how much freaking damage they do! Wait, this is actually crazy, though. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this base now. There's no spore over here. Let me just make sure to snipe the queens in an efficient manner. There we go. The queens die. Now we can right-click the spores. And it looks like we have done it, guys. All right. Some good cooperation by my teammate, especially towards the end. A couple splitties over here. I mean, I don't actually have to do these splitties. This really is just showing off because I'm not going to die anyway. Infestors are going to die. He is trying, but what they really needed was Vipers. And okay, we had a quiet teammate. A couple of mistakes early on. Also, I do feel really bad about this on this map, that my hatchery... Okay, next time, literally for this reason, I'm gonna force him to take this base next time. I took this base to be nice. In the end, I was the opposite of nice by taking this base because he couldn't make add-ons or anything here. Judging by the fact he went for mech, he probably wasn't intending to make add-ons, but still, right? But yeah, in the end, helped defend me very well. For a second, I was afraid he would leave when there were like 10 mutas here and he had 1 liberator. Like, he totally could have left there because it looked like for him it was drastic. Maybe he didn't know how good I was doing. But the mass muta stuff is looking freaking awesome. Guys, you can get them online so fast and you can afford, yeah, I mean, pretty much an extra half muta, which really matters in the early snowball count as well, of course. You can afford your hatchery a little earlier. This is looking very, very nice. We're going to play one more game and we're going to go for the Ultralisk Microbial Shroud combo, but I'm already very happy. Let's do it. All right, the final game of the day is with a Terran against a random NA Terran. It would be perfect if that random would get Protoss. Protoss Terran, the most common and potentially the strongest team composition in 2v2. And, importantly for me, it's the race combination against which I like playing the style that I want to play, which is the Mass Links into the Ultralisk, into the Shroud. And that's the order we're going to be doing it this time, right? If you guys remember from game number 1, we already like the build, but I do think the Microbial Shroud was going to be more effective with Ultras instead of just with the Links. With the Links, it's also good, to be honest. Like, it was already pretty good, but with Ultras, it's going to be even better. So this time, we're going to do it slightly different. I'm kind of thinking how I should expand, because... like, normally you want to take the gold base. I think for the build I'm going to do, I shouldn't take that, because I think it's going to be a little risky if I'm not playing roaches or hydras or, you know, something that shoots up this cliff, basically, or at least it's going to be able to go there easily. Links are going to be I could play that style if I would make a lot of queens, but with the style I play, I don't make a lot of queens. I mean, I don't spread creep anyway, so... I mean, they're, you know... The queens are still pretty good, even if you don't spread creep, but it does feel like you might as well spend your money on something else at the same time. They did get more expensive. It's already like... What is it, like 3 patches ago or something? I don't quite remember how long, but they made the queens more expensive. And since then, I have seen a reduction in the mass queen stuff. Like, Zergs obviously still do rely on queens, but you don't see the absolutely absurd queen counts anymore, which in my opinion is a win for the game. I mean, I know Zerg has its troubles as well, but mass queens defending everything, especially in like 2019, when that's literally pretty much all you had to do, it was... not super pleasant to go up against, so that is definitely a good side effect. As long as Zergs can still stay alive, of course, then that is going to be good. Let's see. Oh, is this a 2x Reaper we have from my guy over here? Not quite sure how well I can... Oh, it's actually Protoss Terran, was it? Yeah, right? Yeah, Protoss Terran, exactly. That's what I remembered. I mean, Link Flood is going to be pretty good to attack with, but I also don't want to all-in with Zergling, so I guess we'll see. That is not a cannon rush, by the way. That is just... He's trying to block the add-on, which I don't think matters that much against someone who's playing 2 barracks. He is... Oh no, dude, first I was like, the unit finished so fast, it has to be a Marine, but no, it was actually a Reaper. I guess he did get a scout off. I mean, still, I don't really know. Should I go for this gold? Because I'm so freaking tempted to take it anyway. There's a chrono boosted gateway over here, which is a little bit sus. I'm gonna go for the evolution chamber. Probe is not gonna scout it because he's already moving away. Let's save this overlord over here. Oh, that's a good snipe, yeah. Oh wait, guy, that's a very good build order for my Terran player. It's 2 Rex Reaper against 1 Rex Reaper expand. That is really quite comfortable for him. Because this is just what happens, right? The Protoss needs to help him, or he can't take that base. Protoss is going to help him. Well done. But still pretty annoying for him, nonetheless. If you play TVT in 1v1... Oh, maybe it's going to be... This wasn't intentional, but it could be a good bait. It kind of depends. Let's see. Is he going to go for it? Oh, doesn't look like he's paying attention. I think Stalker should be able to... Oh no, it actually would have been... It was a big opportunity. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's still a decent opportunity because he can snipe the SCV and go up here. He's not going to go for that. Snipes the Marine instead. Good micro. Well done, Mr. Master Block. Just because of the way it's spelled, I would say it's not black, it's maybe Block. I don't know if it's even an English name, but yeah. I mean, I could ask him, but I think we'd rather focus on winning the game in the way we want to. Let's see, I'm gonna go for 2 Spore Crawlers because I haven't seen much from Mr. Protoss. Teammate's base is ready. I do enjoy the way he's playing my teammate because this is a build that I've used so many times in 2v2 myself. 2 Rex Reaper feels incredibly comfortable to play in 2v2 because you're safe, you get a nice stim drop follow-up, and it's all just very nice. Not yet, right? Yeah, we're not gonna go for it yet because I don't want to rush the microbial shroud this time. I think I'm gonna go for the extra base already here. I'm pretty much already saturated on my natural as well. That is a lot of units. I do need to keep an eye on that for sure. Okay, let's go over here. He would win that trade if he would fight. Yeah, it's you could tell that he got a bit scared because he got the attack notification, then he backed off, and then he realized he could win, so he went back in. Happens to me too. It's very common because a unit like the Reaper, you don't want to get initiated on. You want to initiate the fight with the Reaper, so when you see an attack notification that you weren't expecting, it's usually bad news. I'm going to take this gas over here. I did make a decent amount of units, but I'm still not 100% sure what the opponents are up to. I kind of want to make drones now, but I don't know if it's the right idea. +2 attack is already started. Second gas, I think, was at the right time. Let's see what we have. I mean, I could kill those Hellions if he's not paying attention. Okay, 1 more wave of drones I think will be okay. I do have my infestation pit already. Let me just let him know that that's what I'm gonna do. I make the hive first. He agrees with my strategy. Love to see it. 47 drones. Oh, there's a Void Ray. Okay, that is... Well, it's scary on one hand because Skytos is good in 2v2. Oh, there's a big drop. Oh, that turret timing! Holy cow, that turret timing! Repair the turret. Yes, he's gonna kill that, I think. No, barely not. Wow. Have you guys ever seen such perfect turret timing before? That is actually crazy. It finished like the exact second the SCV died, I think. That was insane. Oh, he killed an Oracle with his units over there. That's nice. If a teammate's not paying attention... Ooh. That is maybe a bit of a rush cancel, isn't it? I mean, his teammate was... Well, I assume he's alive. I don't know. He should have been right there with his units. I heard a battlecruiser teleport. That's going to be over here. Okay. Yeah, I have the Spore Caller. Spores are really good against this. I think with my teammates' help, it's going to be perfectly fine. It's going to move over here, maybe. He doesn't have stim. Yeah, spores they do so much damage now. It's actually kind of absurd. It's going to die. Right? Oh, no. Wait, Queen from downtown. Do you guys believe in the Queen from downtown? Yeah, there we go. That's actually huge, by the way. I can't overstay that. That's freaking massive. Okay, just gonna rebuild it. Oh, I already did rebuild that queen. I'm gonna have a good attack upgrade soon. I think it's a good time for me to go for the Overlord speed as well. So what they're doing is they're pretty much playing... It looks like it's Skytos and Sky Terran. I mean, my build is still perfectly good against that. Just if it's gonna be mass BCs, then I would rather make... Oh, I mean, we can kill that for sure. Then I would rather make Vipers. Okay. Good comms by the ally. I like it. Then now we make the Ultralisk Cavern and Adrenal Glands. And then after that, it's going to be the turn for the other thing. What's it called? The Microbial Shroud. Yeah, I think we can actually just straight up kill them, to be honest. He's not paying attention with these Void Rays, looks like, so that is nice. Okay, we're going to go in here. Teammate is attacking very confidently as well. He's not paying attention, so he's going to lose those Void Rays. Don't even need to save energy for a Transfuse. He did pay attention in the end. I got into the main base, which is quite surprising. But yeah, it seems like we're going to be finding ourselves in a fantastic spot. He does have Carrier, so he might be able to defend, but I think this is already too much damage. Keep in mind, my teammate is also just completely intact. My base was saved as well. That PC might be able to deal with those Marines. Yeah, okay, so they are going to clean it up. But I mean, my build is just generally so good against this. I'm actually... Okay, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to go for the Neural. Well, one thing that's important to remember is even if we want to test out the Microbial Shroud, you also still want to see if you can adapt the build in tough situations, right? Like if it only works if I have to go for the Microbial Shroud, then it's not going to be that good. He teleported somewhere. I don't see... Wait, where did he teleport? Or did he teleport backwards? Oh, he did teleport backwards because he already lost everything. Okay, well... It is what it is, guys. Final game of the day. We are not going to see the Microbial Shroud Ultra, but I do think perhaps the most important experiment, if we're looking at if this build could be strong, is if the build still just works. In the first game, Microbial Shroud looked good. We still were able to get enough units and enough economy out, and we could still go up to Ultras despite going for the Shroud, and that's very important. So you're not throwing the game away just for the sake of getting a Shroud. Your build actually still works. And this game was very similar. I mean, we can go for the Shroud. I was about to build it. Instead, we can still perfectly afford Neural, which is going to be way better against carries and BCs. So the build is at least good. I'm pretty sure in another video we're going to be seeing the Ultralisk Microbial Shroud combination because that's going to be epic. But that's going to be it for today. Very happy with the changes that Zerg has gotten, just like the Zerg Pro players. They're happy because their race is stronger. I'm happy because my stupid tools have become better, so that's very awesome. And that's going to be it. Hope you guys had a fantastic time. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next video. Adios.